doing the shading, and then like the type of artist I am, I don't grab flash. Flash work is basically when you go in the tattoo shop and you just see buku pictures. Like I drew everything from scratch. So I had to sit down, come up with all the designs, and then, it's a whole process.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
So because everybody who started off self-taught, they still end up have to take a class here or there. Did you ever have to take a class?
Nah, my class in schooling is really just like, I'm hands-on. Like, I gotta be right there and see it physically. Like when I tattoo and I got in shops and I get around the artists I like, I pay him to tat me. Okay. And I watch what he do.
And learn
the whole
from
session. I just watch and see, what materials he using, how he doing it. Like anything, anything I deal with, I pay up somebody for a service. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna stay there. They're like, no, you could come back. No, I won't sit here because I'm gonna see what you got, what you bought, how you do it, and
from start to finish. Because tattoos can take a long time.
Yeah,
people do them in sessions.
Mm-hmm.
What's the longest time you ever sat down for a tattoo?
Myself?
Yes.
Straight. It's been so long, I can't remember. I ain't get honestly a new tattoo in like 15 years.
What's the longest you ever had to sit down and do somebody else's tattoo?
One session?
One session.
Shit, like 10 hours. Cause he was going to the feds and he wanted to get his full body. So we did all the outline and came back, doing the shading, and then like the type of artist I am, I don't grab flash. Flash work is basically when you go in the tattoo shop and you just see buku pictures. Like I drew everything from scratch. So I have to sit down, come up with all the designs, and then, it's a whole process.
Wow.
So is it multiple people working on him at the same time or just you?
Yeah, I was always a solo artist. Like I always did my own situation. Like I worked at, famous shops out here with Jackie, Miss Jackie, shout out Miss Jackie, she had art accent. So she was the first black woman to tattoo. Like she'd been in the industry. So, when I got around her and I was able to get in the shop, like she showed me a lot. I learned a lot being in there and being around different artists. Cause it was hard for me. It was it kept me boxed cause I was by myself. So I ain't had that extra, push to want to do something or learn something different until I got in that that whole setting of just being in the tattoo shop. But she knew I acted and did music. She always was pushing me away. Like, look, I don't want you to work every day. Like, I need you to go here and do this because you're going to be big in that. So I always had people tell me you're going to do this. I see this for you. Complete strangers. I see an aura around you. You're going to be something. You're going to do something. You know what I'm saying? And around that time when I was younger, I was like, I don't see that.
I know people see it in you before you can see it yourself. But you say you don't take classes, everything is self-taught. How are you going to self-teach yourself? Because I remember the one obstacle that we talked about last time is that New Orleans accent, especially in acting, where it's hard for you to get rid of that. How are you intending? Because it is possible, because a lot of times I see some of these actors, actresses in these films, and they sound American, but when you hear them talking, they're English.
Oh yeah, they killing it.
Yeah,
they killing it.
So how are you going to overcome that obstacle without getting taught how to do it?
Well, when I did Sacrifice, people still heard it. I worked hard to get it out, not have the New Orleans accent. They set me up with a dialect coach, and I was just studying people talk. You know what I'm saying? Just anybody talk proper or whatever, I'm just listening, and I just be practicing it. And you know what I'm saying? I got it, but you could still hear it. So it's they still had to basically make my character from Louisiana because it's just strong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man.
Say something in proper English without your New Orleans accent right now. Let me hear you. Change it up.
Let me see. Let me think of one of my lines.
So you got to go into character.
Yeah, it's hard too.
Really? Is it hard to just click it on and click it off?
Yeah, because it's I got to focus on the pronunciation, focus on, you know what I'm saying, speaking a different way and remember my lines. So that was the most difficult. So
you can't just say anything. You have to go back to your line.
Conversation, it depends. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a different, I guess it's the setting. I put it like this. I'm myself, but I'm just a different version of myself. Just say I'm with my partners. It's a different dialogue. But if I go talk business and I go sit down with some people, or if I'm in a suit, I'm gonna try to clean it up as much as I can. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like we'd take the ERs and put an A on it. Like so that's how they really knew, and that's how I really noticed. Cause I'm like,
so you don't notice, because when you're born and raised around everybody
Right.
speaking the same way, you don't
Right.
notice the accent, because it's so weird. Because like growing up in Jamaica and being around my mom,
Right.
I wasn't hearing an accent. And when I came to the States, people were like, oh, how can I understand you when all the Jamaicans I can't understand?
Right,
I said,
right.
well, I was always taught to speak proper English.
Right.
So it's easier for me to pick up certain accents and change it up.
Right.
But then when my mother came here to live with us after years of me being here, I'm actually hearing her accent. I'm like,
right.
she always spoke like that?
Right.
I'm like, dang, she has a deep accent.
Yeah, until you leave. Like I didn't know until Katrina happened, and we all went other places, and they like, oh, I love your accent. I'm like,
What accent?
Like, see, baby. I'm like, baby, like, you know, that's regular for us. So, you know, I didn't see a difference until I left. And then I lived in California. I lived in New York. I lived in Seattle. I was in Miami. So it's like,
and you're not picking up any other accents of the places that you go to?
Nah. It's just rooted in me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's rooted in me. Like now, I'm a little better now since I went through, you know what I'm saying, the dialect coaching, doing the acting and stuff. So it helped me. Like I try to practice it throughout the day. I try to clear my speech up so people can hear what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, like make sure I pronounce those ERs, and you know what I'm saying, and take.
Did you see that commercial with, did you watch BT Awards?
I didn't.
Okay, during the BT Awards, that was, there's a commercial that came on with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
And he was supposed to be saying, like, he's always the ER.
Right.
But because of where he's from, he can't pronounce the ERs. Everything is not burr. So they kept trying to tell him to say a certain word with an ER, and he kept saying it the way how he said it. And it was just funny the way how they kept, you know, trying to make him do it.
And it's crazy. It's like, and he's been around for so long. I didn't watch him as a kid growing up, and he still sound the same way. Sylvester Stallone and all these, like, it's just like it's embedded in you. They had to create characters to match them. Right. And that's why, honestly, that's what you want to do to me, because it's like I feel like it's an edge. I feel like it gives more to my character, because it's like, who's this guy? He look like this, but he's got a southern you know what I'm saying, accent. Right. But yeah, man, I tried hard. Like I'm talking about, I tried hard to get clear everything up, and they still heard it. And after you left, there was another film. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember the name of the film, but I saw something else advertised that you got another role in something else after that. That I was like, oh, you working? Something else popped up.
Something that he can't talk about. You know, these actors.
Well, honestly, the only thing new I got coming out is Sacrifice season 2. So that's about to drop. But everything else is kind of. But it wasn't a new film. No, it wasn't a new film. It just kind of like, that's what film is like. It'll catch on years later. Oh.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.